Hello friends, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. This is me, Dr. Sidharth Arora. And today, my friends, I'm bringing to you a real bit by bit discussion on the fact, and a very important fact, that what is the deal about the civil service examination? What's the big deal about it? My friends, amongst us, majority of the students were academically good students. That is why you had the guts to dream to become an IAS officer. So there's no ifs and buts about it. I'm 100% sure all of you were academically inclined students. All of you were somewhere amongst the top 10 of your school, of your college. Some of you are exemplary students. Some of you must be university toppers, NTSC pass outs, and so on and so forth. You're engineers, doctors, lawyers, and you name it. The entire plethora of the best students are the ones who for the first time actually think about passing the UPSC exam. But then still, why is UPSC CSE exam such an enigma? Why is it such a tough exam? What makes UPSC civil service exam such a tough exam to crack is the very point that I must first understand. And if I understand this, only then I'll be able to address this problem. Otherwise, this remains as a riddle that why, despite the fact that I was the best student in the school, despite the fact that I was a gold medalist in the university, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, I've done the best of the best things in academic world, I still find civil services examination a tough exam to crack. To understand that, you have to understand the nature of the exam. Most of the coaching institutes, most of the teachers never speak about it. The first day, the class starts and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you are starting with a subject. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, do these questions. Is that all about it? Not at all. Not even close. And I'm going to address this problem right now, right here. And you will understand this. What makes this exam such a tough exam to crack? There are certain characteristics of this exam that you must all be aware of. Whether you are taking this exam for the first time or the second time, or you just started preparing for this exam, this is a golden video for you. Don't even miss a second about it. So this channel which we have brought for you, my friends, this channel is especially for those aspirants who, unlike some other people, were not able to understand Hindi language. We at Unacademy realized that many of our aspirants friends are not able to understand Hindi language, and that is why are not getting the advantage of what we are teaching, what we are instructing on our YouTube channels. So for you and for you especially, we have brought this new channel which is Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, so that the medium of instruction remains English and only English. There's not a single word other than English being spoken, so that you understand everything that we want to communicate to you. Now, within these Unacademy channels, we have Unacademy subscriptions. What are Unacademy subscriptions? Where you have one-to-one classes with us. So you have one-to-one classes in which we will have daily live classes, not only of polity, but of all other subjects from prelims to optional. So whether it includes history, whether it includes socio, it includes ethics, it includes economics, you name it, and there will be an educator for that. The length and breadth of India will have educators. We will have educators in all other subjects. You can have daily life classes. You can have unlimited number of downloads. You can have unlimited number of discussion, and all the doubts will be addressed there and then. You don't have to wait for it. Along with that, these courses are structured courses, unlike the haphazard and the crazy way, the insane way of preparing for this exam. You need a structure to pass this exam, and the structures are available on the Unacademy subscription, because these courses will have exactly predefined number of hours and the number of topics and the number of chapters and the number of sections that you need to study. There will be timely doubt sessions, there will be timely tests. Why do you need tests? Because tests will allow you what is called as exam-centric preparation. In addition, you will have unlimited access. What does that mean? Even if you are going to the college, even if you are working someplace, even if you have family commitments, you can download these videos and you can watch them whenever it is convenient. While traveling, while resting, while leisure time, you can watch them anytime, any place. All these things We'll have top educators from all over India. You will have special classes, like I have special classes, for example, the constitutional status of Jammu and Kashmir. So I made a special class the very next day from 5th August 2019 when the parliament decided to abrogate Article 370. Why? Because suddenly this becomes a very important topic for all of you to study. Along with that, there are upcoming courses and we keep on bringing new courses. So we are updating courses again and again and again. Don't you waste a single more second at all on these matters so that you become or have a realistic chance of passing this exam. All these things will be available to you at a very reasonable price. All my friends who are appearing for this exam in 2020, mark my words, 31st May 2020 is still about 3 months ago, 3 months ahead. Within 3 months, you can have a realistic chance of passing this exam. Join the Unacademy subscription now in capital bold letters. You can get this 1-year subscription at merely 40,000 rupees. Here also, save some money. Use the code SID10, SID10, and congratulations, you have a 10% discount immediately and you get the entire 1-year course with the test series at 36,000 rupees. Those of my friends who are appearing for this exam in 2021 or 22 or even further ahead in 23, you are a very lucky gang of students because you have more than 2 years. Don't waste this time. May give yourself a rock solid preparation. This should be 24 karat gold preparation. Use this opportunity. Get a 2-year course for 48,000 rupees. Use my code SID10, SID10. This is my code. Use it and you will get a 10% discount and you will get the entire course at 43,200. Do some maths. 1-year course is for 36,000 and 2-year course is for 43,200. Do the maths. It's only 7,000 here and there. You are a wise gang of students. Don't you waste a single more moment. You are a wise gang. Hence, take a wise decision. This is your career. We are there at Unacademy to support you. Let's look at today's video. So what is the video today? UPSC has a vast syllabus. Yes, I think there can be a separate exam in civil services examination for only the syllabus of civil service exams. It's like unlimited. And therefore, it is not a vast syllabus. It is a very vast syllabus. It is practically unending syllabus. And that instead of the syllabus book that comes or the syllabus, the notification that comes, instead of helping it out, it intimidates us. Human beings as a natural tendency get intimidated or get nervous at anything which is unlimited. We are able to, our brains are able to comprehend limited things. The moment you look at unlimited things, you become intimidated, you come in awe. So for example, if you are looking at a shore or you're standing at a shore and you look at the vast expanse of ocean, you start getting nervous or you start coming in awe because that is huge, that is unlimited. That is why you can stand very easily on the floor on your 2 feet, but I take you ahead, I take you up about 100 floors of a building and I make you stand over there and you see the vast expanse of the sky. You start getting nervous and your feet start trembling. So there was no problem for me standing on 2 feet here on the first floor or the second floor or the third floor or the fourth floor. But by the time you take me to the 100th floor and I look at miles and miles of unlimited sky, my feet start trembling. Why? Because unlimited is something that human mind is not able to comprehend. And that is why we start coming in the awe of civil services examination. This makes this exam a tough exam. Unlike when we were in school, we had a book. Even if that book was 100 chapters, I knew there were 100 chapters only. Even if I went to the university, if there are 100 chapters, never mind. It is a vast syllabus, but it is manageable. Why? Because I know it is 100 chapters only. In the civil services examination, it is not 100 chapters. It is a topic. So they might say polity. Now, polity itself is a universe, right? Because this is the entire way in the way the governance or the government of India will work. Constitution of India. Imagine, Constitution of India is not a piece of book. Constitution of India is a vast source of wisdom for which every day the Honorable Supreme Court is still meeting and discussing. There are arguments going on. In other words, it's an unlimited topic. So what do I do about it, sir? What's the answer to this question? The answer to this question here is you have to be very, very intelligent. You have to look at the topic and look at the trend. Look at the topic of the civil service examination syllabus and look at the trend of what do they ask you. So for example, they will never ask you what is the salary of the President of India. But they, within the topic of the President of India, you will say President of India. So they will never ask you what is the salary of the President of India. So why are you trying to memorize? They will not ask you, remember all the presidents of India in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, you don't need to know till when, from when, till when was Dr. Rajendra Prasad the President of India. So don't unnecessarily be ruthless on yourself. You have to know exactly from this wisdom or this huge idea of previous year questions what is the trend of civil services examination. In other words, I am not asking you to to gamble on the topic. Do all the topics, but till what extent that you have to do these topics, you have to take a very, very, very sharp and reasoned decision. And that is why I always suggest that you take some kind of guidance. Ask that person or that expert faculty, or even if somebody who has taken this exam earlier, till what extent should I study? This is a generalist specialist exam. I am repeating this. Civil service examination is a generalist specialist exam. In majority of the topics, you have to know something about everything. In very few things, you have to know everything about something. Now, what are those very few things? You have to be guided upon. Hence, I always tell people who are preparing for this exam, don't go alone. You need guidance, otherwise the syllabus itself will destroy your chances. The second here is what not to read is more important. Yes, my friends, there are probably 1,001 books on polity available. There must be equivalent number of books on governance, equivalent number of books on international relations, on history, on economics, on social, you name it, and I'll find it for you. If you go to a normal general bookstore in Rajendra Nagar or Karol Bagh in Delhi, which I am aware of, you'll find thousands and thousands of books. And if you try and read them even once, even without understanding, just turning and flipping the cover and reading the book, I am telling you, it will take a lifetime. Is it the way toppers pass this exam? Not at all. The most important thing is discretion. The word here is discretion. There has to be a discretion. There is a method of your understanding that which part is crucial and which part is not crucial. This is a very important part of passing this exam. Otherwise, it is a failure's pursuit and nothing else. You will not get it. You have to be able to find out the radium from the sand, the diamond from the coal mine. If you don't have that eye, please take help. So read from this quotation. It says reading is important, but to read between the lines is important. Don't swallow everything. Don't swallow everything. It does not help. So people try to memorize things. It does not work. People try to read Lakshmikant from cover to cover. It does not help. It is in fact counterproductive. It will not take you anywhere. Civil services examination is not about facts. It is about connection of facts. You have to understand and ensure that you understand the essence of the exam and the essence of the subject. So first important is what not to read is important. So why is this a problem? This is a problem because in school and colleges, we were told to actually mug up the entire book. We were asked to rote memorize the entire book or the entire notes, and that ensured that we got a gold medal in our university and in our schools. Instead of that, here what is more important is what do you want to leave? Because from this unlimited topic, you have to choose what is relevant and what is going to be asked. So this makes it a very tough exam because it is absolutely counter logic to what we were doing for the last 25 years of our life. The third is the syllabus, which is already very huge, is expanding. It is expanding every day. So there is a new thing which is happening in the Honorable Supreme Court. A new judgment comes. Congratulations, your course has expanded. The Narendra Modi government does something new. Congratulations, your has expanded. There is a new disease in the town. Congratulations, your course is expanding. There is a new problem in international relation. Oh, it is expanding. So every day when the newspaper comes, congratulations, is adding to your course. And not only something that is happening in the future, but something that was interpreted from the past. So past events suddenly becomes active. some new judgment comes, something about Ayodhya case happens, suddenly, your course blasts out of the roof and you have a new topic. So as it is a topic which was, or as it is a syllabus which was unbelievably vast, is having the tendency of expanding itself. So you are never completely, fully prepared, because even till the last day, till the time the UPSC organization sends the question paper for printing, they might just add it on the last evening also, that this is a new topic which is happening. So as of today, like while I'm making these videos, so coronavirus is suddenly everybody's, the favorite news to discuss. So suddenly coronavirus will become an important topic. Now you were never preparing for this, but suddenly coronavirus is such an important topic that you cannot ignore it. So what can be done about it? The idea here is remain peaceful. Yes, remain peaceful. What is a relevant news? A relevant news is a news which repeats itself again and again. So you should have the ears to understand what is actually a relevant news. So anything which is repeating again and again and is attached to your syllabus, to your static syllabus. There are two parts of your course. One is static and one is dynamic. Whatever is connected to your static syllabus and it is repeating again and again, repeating again and again, only those parts are the ones which you have to study. You don't have to mug up the entire newspaper. You cannot do it. Be human. Do not try to do what is impossible. Do not try to be extra smart. Extra smartness will destroy you. Another important part here is that this civil service examination is a ruthless exam and it is very good for all-rounders. See, in my school time, I was a good memorizer of facts. I used to memorize facts very well. There was another student of that who could present his facts very well. So yes, there was a very important way in the way he used to make diagrams and the way he used to make flow charts and so on and so forth. There was a third student who I had realized who was not a very good memorizer, but he could analyze things. He could talk about logical reasoning, debates and discussion. He was an expert on that part. There was another one who was an expert at time management. I had not seen a more disciplined student than that. Fair enough. Now there was another student who had a very beautiful flair of English language. The way he expressed was so beautiful. The choice of words was awesome. There was another one who was very good at mathematics. Okay, he had very important logical reasoning. So every time I used to wonder how you could solve any theorem, he just explained it as if it's like the back of his hand. He could solve theorems. So we're like, fair enough, I'll manage. I am a good memorizer, he's a good analyst, we are fine. We are all doing good in our circles. And suddenly comes civil service examination. So Sidharth, from now onwards, you are a good memorizer, congratulations. But all other things that you noticed in your friends, all other things, analytical reasoning, logical reasoning, good presentation skills, time management, etc., 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 and whatever you're not noticed amongst your friends or peers, that also please develop in yourself. What? Yes. Sir, I was a good memorizer. Okay, it was okay in my school. It was very good in my college. I don't know analysis. I don't know presentation skills. Then, guys, you're in the wrong business. Why? Because civil service examination is going to expect the aspirant to have all these skills in one. And they're going to test all of you and all these skills ruthlessly and again. In other words, I have to become an all-rounder. I should know all the arts. I should know all the sciences. And I also have to present myself in the interview. So there will be an interview also. And over there, my verbal skills and my presence of mind and my confidence and my just for life and everything and my hobbies, everything will be tested. So in a way, it is not an exam. It is not an exam of your academic skills. It is an exam of you as a person. They do not want an educated man only. They want a wise man. They want an officer. So one of my friends had told me very well that UPSC is not selecting students and making them into a officer. They are choosing officers amongst students. Now this becomes a very intimidating reason. Why? Because I never knew that I wanted that my presentation skills will be tested. So I never developed into that. So what is the remedy to this? The remedy to this is very simple. Go in pieces. Do some parts of everything. Do what is called as SWOT analysis. This is popularly called as SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So look at what are your weaknesses and work upon them and go slow upon yourself. So a very uh, funny and a sarcastic way of asking this question is, how do you eat an elephant? So there's a huge elephant. How do you eat an elephant? Very simple. Cut the elephant into small pieces, which are small pieces that you can eat. In time, the elephant will be finished. Don't try to eat and gulp in the entire elephant. It's not going to happen. So you do your SWOT analysis, strengths, consolidate, weaknesses, start working, opportunities, make the best use of it, threats, prepare yourself to face them. This is called as eating the elephant in pieces. If you don't have that much of sense, you are in the wrong business. You should take guidance, and that guide should help you do what is called as SWOT analysis. Do a due diligence of your own SWOT analysis, and then only you will be on the road to glory. So these are important things. Next is stamina testing. It is not going to be over in a few days. In my final university exam, I remember the exam was stretched out for 3 months. So 3 months, it was actually for 100 days. So on my hostel wall, on my the room hostel wall, I had put 100 marks, naming 1 mark for 1 day. And every day when I finished off an exam, or when the 5 days preparation or 6 days preparation would have happened, I started cutting it off. I remember that when the last 100th cut had happened, and when the exams were over, I'm not even saying that the results were over, I was the most relieved man in the world. My God, 100 days is over. It's over. Now I am a relaxed man, I'm a free man, and it was the most beautiful feeling that any person could have happened. So I have taken this exam. I took this exam about 25 years ago. I still remember that feeling. I still remember that cross on the wall. In contrast, my friends, to those 100 days, 100 days in contrast to what you are doing is practically only a fraction. You have to prepare for weeks, months, and sometimes years. It is a stamina testing exam. The strength in the innermost core of your body will have to be tested. So become physically strong, maintain balance, keep your health. And when I say about health, it is physical, mental, and emotional health. You should be absolutely centralized. Okay, stay calm. Okay, you have to become the Buddha. That is, you have to become calm. If you are not calm, if you are going to have the tendency of anxiety or nervousness, becoming obsessed or careless, it is not the correct approach for civil service examination. Please develop a practice of remaining calm. Do meditation, go have a hobby and live that hobby. Do it. Have friends, have well wishers. This is very important. It is not a 100-meter sprint, it's a long marathon. So please ensure that you have friends, you have your hobbies, you have your health, you know what a practice of life. Maintain discipline, because it is a stamina testing exam, but at the end of the day is the biggest reward that you can get yourself, a point that will be not merely a career, but that will make you a state. As I always say, you will become Article 12. You will become the next decision makers for this country. It's a huge reward, but the long journey makes it a tough journey. So make sure that part. Another part is intense focus is required to the elimination of all the distractions, whether it is social media, whether it's your friends, whether it's your relatives, whether it's your girlfriend, whether it is your boyfriend, whether it's your husband, whether it's your wife, whether it's your children, whether any other problem. I don't care. I don't care at all. Focus on the work at hand. You have to focus on work at hand. There's a very famous book that I would like you to read someday when you become an IAS officer. You probably don't have the time right now. It's called Poor Charlie's Almanac. I always quote him, by a gentleman called Mr. Charlie Munger, who is a friend of probably the third richest man in the world, who's a business partner of the third richest man in the world, who's called Warren Buffett. The very beautiful line he says is, so somebody asks Mr. Charlie Munger, what is the secret to success? What is the secret to get more and more work? What is the secret to become more and more popular? He said very simple, concentrate on the work on the table. What did I say? Concentrate on the work on the table. Do your work properly, more work will follow, more work will follow, more success will follow. Simple line. I cannot change destiny sitting over here. I will focus on the work at hand. Tomorrow, will I pass this exam? Will there be optionals or not? Will I get good marks or not? I don't care. Everything for the time being, let's concentrate on the chapter that we are doing. For the time being, I'm studying the Constitution of India. Let me look at the article of the Constitution of India. Tomorrow, what will happen or will not happen is not in your hand. Tomorrow, will there be 800 vacancies or 8,000 vacancies? Will that matter? No. If it matters to you, it will matter to somebody else also. We'll look across the bridge when we come to it. For the time being, intense focus to the elimination of everything else. This is something that is not in our habits usually. Usually, my brain is thinking, it is in that monkey business of jumping from one branch to another branch. It just jumps off. This is not the trait which UPSC CSE is expecting out of the aspirants. Intense focus, laser guided bomb. When a laser guided bomb is released from a fighter aircraft, it has single point agenda to destroy and eliminate the target. That's it. That's it. I will concentrate on the work, develop this intense focus. And in that terms, your one of the methods of increasing this focus is meditation. If you're not already doing meditation, please start doing it. It will help you immensely. There is no one answer. I'm asking for this you for any one of you who's already prepared for this preparation or already doing this preparation, then you can look at this question. So there's a question with reference to the election of the President of India. Consider the following statements. It is a previous year question, so I'm just asking this question. It is such a simple question that it should be a cakewalk. But let me answer this. The question is, choice number 1 is value of the vote of each MLA varies from state to state. Second choice is value of the vote of MPs of Lok Sabha is more than the value of vote of MPs of the Rajya Sabha. Which of the following statements given above is or are correct? Choice number 1, 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. I will give you 10 seconds to answer this question and then I'll get back to you. You have 10 seconds. Think about it. Now, why did I stop here? This question is so simple. Sir, why are you asking such question? First of all, this was a previous year question. So this is not that I have created this question. This was asked by UPSC CSE exam. Now, everyone who knows even the first word of polity would understand that value of vote of each of the MLA varies from state to state. So yes, because it is dependent on the population of the state, Telangana MLA will have a different value as compared to that of Bihar, as compared to that of Sikkim. So I understand that part. The second here is value of the vote of MPs of the Lok Sabha is more than the value of vote of MPs of the Rajya Sabha. Now, cakewalk answer over here, and which I am saying this, is that because all MPs will have same value. The member of parliaments will have the same value. So, if I am an MP from Lok Sabha or I am an MP from Rajya Sabha, if I am an MP from Tamil Nadu or I am an MP from Himachal Pradesh, it does not matter. It is going to be having the same value. So, it's such a simple answer, sir. The first one is varying from state to state. So, this is correct and this one is wrong. So, you know what is the answer. So, you know one is the correct answer. So, that's fine. So, what's the problem, sir? My friend, I am a thinker type of a person. See, I'm a lawyer by profession. So, I have those eyes. So, I'm just looking at this part. So, the word is value of the vote of each MLA varies from state to state. Fine. Then, if I am a member of parliament from Lok Sabha and I'm a member of parliament from Rajya Sabha, my value is the same. Okay, I understood. So, what's the problem, sir? Why are you still discussing this? My problem here is look at the language of this question. Second choice. This says value of the vote of MPs of the Lok Sabha is more than the value of the votes of MPs of the Rajya Sabha. Maybe, I'm just asking, maybe I'm just wondering and I'm just thinking out loud. Maybe, are they asking me that the total value of MPs of Lok Sabha and the total value of MPs of Rajya Sabha? Because they did not use the word each. They said vote of MPs of Lok Sabha. Do you understand that there are 545 members here, okay, as compared to about 245 members here? Do you realize that there is a possibility that they are asking that the total value of MPs of Lok Sabha, is it larger than the total value of MPs of the Rajya Sabha? And in that case, this is a 100% correct statement. Each of the MP has the same value. Each of the MP has the same value. But how about they are asking the total value of all the MPs of Lok Sabha and the total values of MPs of the Rajya Sabha? Because I don't see the word each here. Now, do you realize, in a way, I'm not wrong? In a way, I'm not wrong. So, do you realize even the simplest question has layers upon layers? Layers upon layers. And that is why you have to develop a very keen eye of understanding. When I checked it out, and then now at some places you need a develop to have a keen eye, some place to read it superficially. So the point here is you have to understand and you have to get that sixth sense. That is why sitting inside your closed room doing it by yourself is usually living in a fool's paradise. You have to understand, you have to jostle with these exam questions again and again, with those previous year questions again and again, and then there is a answer to this. So there is no single answer, and that is why it's like life. In life there is no single answer. If you get married, people would say, oh, you should have remained a bachelor. If you don't get married, then people will ask you, why you're not getting married? Why? Because there is no single answer. So this is the paradox one, and that is why it is an important part. And last but not the least, luck plays a huge role. Yes, I have seen people who are very average students making through this exam and geniuses failing this exam. And I can bet on this that many are toppers. Ask any topper who's a topper kind of topper, okay, who's took this exam ruthlessly. Ask him that will you be, I'll give you 100 crore rupees, I'll give you 10 crore rupees, I'm betting 10 crore rupees on you. Will you leave this, IAS seat and take this exam once more? Nobody will take. Nobody will take. Why? Because they knew that this was a divine coincidence between their preparation. Yes, they worked hard. Yes, they were intelligent. Yes, they did whatever I have asked you to do. But there was a luck factor. Anybody who says luck does not play a factor is useless person, because he has not done anything in life. Even the greatest of the people in the world have believed and have understood that life is got a very huge element of luck factor. So luck is a very important part, and that is why I have seen people making or scraping through this exam by 1 mark and even failing this exam by 1 mark. So this itself becomes a very intimidating point, that despite all the hard work, despite everything that I've spoken about, luck plays a huge role. What can we do about it? We can do nothing about it but bow our head in front of divinity and ask for supreme help. Also, there is a way of enhancing your luck, and that is accept and collect as many good wishes as possible. And the best source of good wishes are your parents. So respect them, love them, get their best wishes, and trust me, some of the victories will be won only on their blessings. So once you do it, your luck factor will be enhanced, and your sacrifice, which is mandatory, will yield results. Please remember, you just don't have to do hard work, you have to do smart work. And that is why, and that is the only way you will be able to achieve your dream of UPSC. So my friends, here is what I have told you. Why is it a tough exam? I've also told you how to counter this so-called difficulties and ensure that you have a realistic chance of passing this exam. If you want our help, I've already told you Unacademy subscription is available. The courses are already on. Tomorrow morning onwards, we are starting with DPSPs. We have not missed much of the classes. We started the ultimate crash course for polity prelims 2020. Do not waste a moment. Join us now. There is a very huge opportunity that you can start with right now. If you want to join this course, if you want to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to join the course, use my code SID10, SID10. SID10 will give you an immediate 10% discount. In the words of Unacademy, let's crack it. Until next time, God bless and thank you.